Just when you think, you can't possibly be any more burned out, exhausted, and just over all of it. Whenever you feel like you've reached that pinnacle, the reality generation machine just seems to mock you by showing more of it right in your face, right? And people tell me just let it go. If you let it go, it'll all come to you. Well, when I do let it go, it just gets shoved in my face 10 times more. And you guys know what I'm talking about, from the 911s to the 666s to the headlights and so on and so forth. Now, tonight, I had a very special situation regarding just that. Now, I do Uber as well as another job, and having done them for quite a while now, I've had some dumb passengers and aggressive people and boring people. Most of the discussions I have are very uninteresting. You just kind of hear the same old generic stuff over and over again, and maybe one out of 100 people, you will discuss something on a deeper level, and I'm always grateful for that. But tonight, this was something just indescribable. If it's not proof of something, then I just don't know what is. I picked up this woman near to where I live, actually just the next community over. I have no idea if she lives there or not, but actually, when she got into my car, I immediately noticed that the music I have playing, I always have background music playing. There was interference coming in, very heavy interference, and there was something wrong with the speakers. A lot of static sounds, etc. And I mean, it's never happened before, but I didn't think anything of it because it's just a problem with the speakers. And so I just turned off the music, and as we're driving, she was silent for quite a few minutes, and then out of the blue is going to be relevant in a second, she asked me, what is my favorite color? And I said, like a dark blue. And the reason for that is, in my near-death experience, that was the color of my consciousness when I was in the heavens. And so she continued talking about colors, and then she proceeded to say, my favorite colors are during the sunrise. And I love the sunrise so much because sunrises represent a new beginning. And I'm like, And she actually repeated this multiple times and said that she likes sunrises a lot more than she likes sunsets. And she was like almost like in this glee state talking about this. And so I proceeded to ask her, if she's lived out of state before. And she replied in a reply that was almost too absurd to comprehend. She said yes, that I lived in Buffalo, New York. I moved to Buffalo, New York on September 11th, 2019. Now, when you ask someone if they live somewhere else or something like that, how often do you guys get an exact date of when those people say they moved somewhere, especially 5 years ago in Buffalo, New York? I mean, try to make sense of this. As I dropped her off, the interference with my radio went away completely. Now, who was this? Other than that, it seemed like a completely normal person. I cannot wrap my head around those two strange things. Sunrise, a new beginning, and 9/11, almost in the same sentence. Now, if you think that's a coincidence, after the myriads of 9/11s and 666s I see all the time everywhere, which, by the way, have been increasing again, then I don't know what to tell you. And if you're not experiencing this, I will tell you that this is not fun. And it's absolutely exhausting. And it's just, I'm just burned out. I'm just going to be frank. I'm burned out of all of this very much. I worked really hard in welder number 911 today. Welder number 911. We used the grinder and created some bevels and grooves and stuff, and we're about to be weld tested with our welds being cut in half and being bent and so forth. So yeah, there's my passenger.